3 chains, 6 IBC channels, 1 nBridge. Any chain can initiate multi-chain transactions on any or all of the chains in the ring. And today you will see the first demo in which one chain, Mythos, sends a multi-chain EVM transaction that is executed on Mythos, Logos, and Ethos. Mythos, Logos, and Ethos are our 3 public cutting-edge blockchains that hold our multi-chain technology. I am running locally 3 test instances of Mythos, Logos, and Ethos, and I have a relayer that will relay packages between the 3 chains. For this demo, I have already set up interchain accounts as made available by the Cosmos SDK, and abstract accounts, our idea for supporting programmable transactions and smart contract generated transactions between Mythos, Logos, and Ethos for the addresses that will deploy and interact with the multi-chain contract. This step was shown in more detail in previous videos. And now we can use this dApp, which exposes the proxy bridge smart contract interface, which is this, and we will use the replay multi function to execute a contract deployment transaction on all 3 chains. We have MetaMask connected to the Mythos chain. For this demo, we have a simple setGet storage contract, which is here, which initializes the value with 1. And we will take this bytecode, copy it here, and the ABI. And this deploy function uses in the background the replay multi-function. It also uses a value of 7 for the chains identifier. This means the transaction will be sent on all 3 chains. How this value works will be explained in more detail in later videos. And now we will deploy this transaction. And go back to the relayer where we have some logs so we can see the packets being sent between the 3 chains. And we can already see the packets being sent between Mythos and Logos, and between Logos and Ethos, and so on. Now we need to determine the address of the deployed contract, and for that we need to see what abstract account was created for us. And this is the address of the account. We see a nonce of 3, which means the contract was deployed with a nonce of 2. And now we can go and we can use ethers.js nonce of 2, and this is the address of the deployed contract. And we can see the value is 1. This means the contract was deployed correctly on the Mythos chain. But I have here another browser window with MetaMask connected to the Logos chain. So we are going to copy the ABI and the address, and we'll see the value is 1. So it has been deployed correctly on the Logos chain. Now we go to Ethos. Again, a value of 1, which means the contract was deployed correctly. Now we can do another multi-chain transaction to change this value of 1 into a value of 5. We copy this address. This is the target contract. We copy it here. Value of 0, gas limit, call data. For now, we manually construct the call data, which is calling here with this function signature. This is the function signature for the set function in our deployed contract, and it will set the value to 5. The signature is not implemented in this version, so we'll just put empty bytes. The signature is part of the security mechanism that makes sure the user sending the interchain transaction is aware of the interchain transaction data and of the chains that it will be executed on, and signs on this information. And now we can replay this transaction, and we are doing the transaction on the Mythos chain only. So now we can go back to the relayer and see the new packets being sent between the 3 chains. And they have started already between Mythos and Logos. Logos and Ethos, and so on. So at this point, we should see a value of 5 on each of the chains. We'll go to Mythos, and we see the value is 5. Logos, and the value is 5. And Ethos, and the value is 5. So we have just seen a multi-chain transaction on 3 chains, triggered by a single user transaction on Mythos, the nBridge, a ring of bridges based on the Golden Gate Bridge. It replaced transactions on n chains where n is bigger than 2 with n equals 3 demoed now. It's trustless using IBC and generalized. It is compatible with EVM chains, and we are researching a version for CosmWasm 2. And it will be used by dTypeDB, the interchain database. It's usable by any interchain contracts. Reserve your chain ID for the IBC ring demoed by this nBridge. Only 8 EVM chains and 8 CosmWasm will be in the main ring for the first version, and 3 EVM chains already reserved their IDs.